It's the newest stadium on the NFL landscape, and it might just be the grandest as you get a look at SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, it's Tua. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Tua. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Jets on the move. Couple of big plays back-to-back. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. On the screen, this is Eckler. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 6.
First and goal from the 6. Set him back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Second and 11. Tua setting up shot to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got a man complete. A game there of 30 big ones.
And that was a high degree of difficulty on that one, but to me, it goes back to fundamentals and determination. High point the football and declare it yours.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a gain of 35. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. We're scoreless after 1. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Brett Maher on for the field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
The kick by Maher is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
There's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Running on first down, Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after.
Chargers coming hard, and they block it. Now it's picked up near midfield. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Touchdown.
Partners, you well know, every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. It doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A nice looking play to start the drive. Down the middle and complete. Down he goes at the 23. A pickup of 4.
Complete to Jordan.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Tua going to throw. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. The pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. Zach Ball. And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And remember, he had his first punt block. Chargers coming hard, and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
And that's truly the way to change field position, isn't it? Block the punt and then take over inside the 5-yard line. What a tremendous job by them. You change momentum, you change field position, and give yourself a chance to score.
So a great special teams play. They blocked the punt and excellent field position, 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. For the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score. Chargers 17. Jets nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Thanks to Frank Clark. That play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively.
Back at the 25-yard line.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And Tate's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that feels somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
We'll go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Play of the half here. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Jackson flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They go play action with Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Cheetah Luzier with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It's Eckler. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And down he'll go at the 25. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down. It does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected, they needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Tua to try again on 2nd down. He'll get this to Eckler. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a 1st down.
At the 11-yard line.
Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
1-yard line.
Tua going to run the sneak. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Tua Tagovailoa hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Chargers 20, Jets 10.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Here's Tate to return it. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
5-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got a 1st down and then some to midfield. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense is sputtered. Yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Yeah, he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Jackson from the shotgun. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the 24, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Running is Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he will get in across the chalk for the Chargers touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Chargers 27, Jets 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing and run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, Tua. Oh, Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 36. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a great return as he takes himself just shy of the 45. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Marr now to add the extra point. This a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Chargers 34, Jets 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back up and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Demarius Randall. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
Today's final score, Chargers.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a